This video is sponsored by Bascha.
I've eaten lahmacuns, obviously, like hundreds of them. This is special.
What's up guys, this is Andong and we are back on the streets of Berlin, where this week I want to take you to the best authentic Turkish Lahmacun place in town, because I need a little bit of an excuse to take you guys on somewhat of a culinary history detour of what is obviously a topped flatbread and definitely not a Turkish pizza as it is sometimes called. Follow me. Here's the thing guys, I grew up in Berlin and Turkish food is everywhere in the city. The big one of course is döner kebab. It's popular, it's cheap, it's very street foody and kind of nasty in a good way, you know? Maybe not like the best representation of Turkish food, but anyway, so sometimes I'd get to a point where I've had a few too many kebabs, so I'd go for a lahmacun instead, you know, to change things up a little. It's even cheaper, it's much lighter, and when done right, it can definitely compete on deliciousness. Here's the thing though, like a lot of people here, I actually grew up calling lahmacun a Turkish pizza, which really doesn't do it justice. First of all, there are obvious compositional issues, like the obvious absence of cheese on a lahmacun, just to name one. But aside from that, just historically speaking, it doesn't make any sense at all to call it a pizza. But the coolest thing is that I have all the culinary evidence I need to prove my point right here in Berlin. First, let's go back to the roots of Middle Eastern flatbread. And for that, let me take you to this tiny, literal hole-in-the-wall bakery that's actually squeezed into a fried chicken shop. They only make one thing, the freshest tandoor flatbread ever, and they start at the ridiculous price of 40 cents per piece. This is one of the oldest types of bread known to humanity. A tandoor is a cylindrical clay or metal oven, and the concept is genius. There's an open heat source at the bottom, but the walls are also extremely hot, which is why flatbreads are slapped onto them for super fast conductive baking. This method probably originated somewhere in the region of Persia, but even today you can still see people baking bread in similar styles all over Central Asia. This is footage I shot back in Samarkand in Uzbekistan, and let me tell you, that is some of the best bread I have ever had. But even back in Berlin, my man over here does an amazing job, and it's very hard to beat the aroma of fresh tandoor bread that was baked a mere few minutes ago. It's super tender and crisp at the same time, and I could easily just eat it by itself as a snack. Now this shop could make you a flatbread with fillings like cheese, but when it comes to toppings, they sometimes add sesame seeds or dried herbs, but that's about it. I mean, we've just seen how it's made. I don't think I need to explain any further. However, let me take you right across the street from the Tandoor Bakery to another place called Big Bascha. They specialize in levantine cuisine and they're really good. So I go there for things like hummus and baba ganoush all the time. But they also make a fantastic and very common type of pastry called Manakish. And now we're actually in topped flatbread territory. Manakish can be topped with a lot of different things. The most traditional one probably being a spice mix called Zataar and olive oil, but cheese or veggie pastes are definitely also an option. Sometimes Manakish is served with a fresh salad on the side, and even though this is meant to be like a party snack or side dish, it can easily be its own meal. What made this type of flatbread possible was actually a technological innovation, namely the masonry oven or stone oven. All of a sudden you had all this space which allowed you to bake a flatbread with other ingredients right on top of it. And that's just super convenient and practical. This new baking technology eventually spread all over the former Ottoman Empire. And you know how things go, right? People started adapting it to their local tastes and preferences, and eventually in a region that roughly corresponds to today's Armenia and Eastern Turkey, the lahmacun was born. The name lahmacun actually comes from an Arabic term meaning something like dough and meat, so it's country cooking, obviously. But you know, when around the 1950s, a lot of people from those rural parts of Turkey started moving into the big cities, especially Istanbul, that's when lahmacun started becoming a really big deal. Today, people all over Turkey are enjoying a lot of lahmacun, and since in Berlin we are quite lucky to have a huge Turkish community, we can actually get a taste of the real traditional style lahmacun right here. For that, we're gonna take a ride to another nearby neighborhood here in Berlin, and we're gonna meet with a very special guest to find out how good Berlin's best lahmacun actually is. Right after I tell you about this video's sponsor, Bascha. Boksu is a monthly snack box subscription service that delivers original assortments of premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings. Every month you'll receive a new box with a different theme. The snacks are never the same, but every time it's a full-on gourmet journey through Japan. To show you guys what Boksu is all about, I was sent this Seasons of Japan box, so let's see what's inside. Alright, so here we go. Feels a little bit like Christmas. Ooh, what do we have here? First thing is this little greeting card with a personal message. That's so kind. And then, of course, this is what I was particularly excited about. There's a little like, snacks. We'll get to those. But there's like a little catalog here. This catalog is what I think makes Boksu super special, because every single snack in here has like a story, you know? There's always a team of artisan Japanese snack manufacturers somewhere working on this, and Boksu really respects those by telling you where each of these snacks is from, who made it, and what the story is. And it's like really well designed as well. I think there's only one way to do this properly. Maybe not the best choice. Come on. Come on. I stand corrected. This is actually better than Christmas. Tea. I love tea. But what are those other snacks? I have absolutely no idea. Oh my god, this is like the cutest little green tea cake ever. I have no idea what this is, but fortunately, Boksu tells me all about it with their catalog. So this is seaweed tempura, sotochi sudachi citrus flavor. That's literally what it says here. The sudachi fruit is a small green citrus native to Japan that is frequently used as a flavoring instead of lemon or lime. I love citrus. So let's find out what sudachi tastes like. That smells delicious. Ooh, that smells delicious. That looks delicious. Whoa. Hold on, I need to understand. Holy cow. The crunch is absolutely unreal, and there's something amazing going on with this flavor combination. Okay, this is actually super awesome. I can't travel to Japan right now, you know, but I can get authentic Japanese snacks delivered right to me. So if you guys like what you're seeing, definitely make sure to check out Boksu. They ship straight from Japan to like a lot of different countries. Get 10% off and save up to 44 bucks on your own authentic Japanese snack box from Boksu using the link in the video description and the code Andong10. But now back to our food adventure, where we have finally arrived at Örnek Lahmacun Evi. But before we order, there's somebody I'd like you to meet. Everybody say hello to Per, also known as Berlin Food Stories on the internet and on Instagram. You call yourself the hungriest person in Berlin.
I do have a strong competitor in you, I must say. No,
Tell everyone what Berlin Food Stories is about.
I'd love to. So my name is Per, and I'm always on the search for the best restaurants in the city. From, you know, doner kebab, simple stuff, to fine dining. It's important to show all the good stuff across all levels. I'm always on the run, always eating. So that's kind of how it rolls.
Don't be so shy. Like, guys, if you are looking for like legit information about the Berlin food scene and where to get the tastiest treats of this city, Berlin Food Stories is definitely the place to go. And now we're here, Örnek Lahmacun Evi. You say this is the place.
This is the place. No, it's not the place. This is the place.
It does not look like what I expected it to look. Like, everyone was praising this.
Man. Yeah, but yeah, I knew some Turkish bloggers.
Yeah.
And they went here. They're like, this is the shit. I was like, what is this place? This must be new. Like, no, man. It's been around for 2 years. You know, honestly.
Yeah.
I pride myself in that, you know, not much greatness kind of gets past my radar, you know. It's my job, it's what I do, you know.
Right.
I'm just immersed. But this, you know, 2 years, I was like, that's not possible. It can't be good. I would have known, you know. First time I came here with the guys from Ernst. Ernst is like one of the most hyped restaurants in Berlin, Germany, the world maybe.
It's
like
fine.
Like
Capital
stars,
F.
like
Fine.
Crazy shit. These guys are like some crazy ass Canadians, 25 years old, cooking like 35 course meals.
Yeah.
And I took them here and we sat down and we started eating this lahmacun. We were like, dude, man, what the fuck is this? We're like in silence, like let me have that. Let me have that.
Enough with the talking. We are gonna go eat this lahmacun, and it better be good. Let's go. So remember, lahmacun means dough and meat, and these guys sure know how to combine these two things perfectly. It all starts with fresh dough and a paste made from ground lamb with concentrated tomato, paprika, and lots of herbs and spices. And the rest, well, let me just shut up for a second. Here we go. We just ordered fantastic food. So we got the extra large lahmacun, which is ridiculous.
Super sized. I think you get the special treatment. Usually they're like half the size. I don't get that.
You don't look like you can handle. You don't look like you can handle this. I can. By the way, we couldn't help ourselves. So there is a second order.
I did that.
Why did you go for this? What is this?
Allow me to present the Adana portion, which is of course the classical kebab on a skewer, minced lamb meat, peppers and herbs and garlic, grilled flatbreads, onions and tomatoes. The ajezme, which is the hot sauce basically from Urfa, where these guys are from.
You're obviously very passionate about this one. I'm very excited. I mean, what we originally came for, of course, is the lahmacun.
I've eaten lahmacuns, obviously, like hundreds of them. This is special.
This is the one.
It's the one, man. And the reason it is underrated in Berlin is because you hardly ever get quality portions of it. It's super important. It's imperative that you eat it fresh out of the oven. But usually, you go to the doner store, you can get them, they've been laying there for a couple hours. That's bullshit, man. No. They gotta come, a la minute, fresh out of the oven. And that's why this place is special. That's why this place, they whip out thousands of them a week, and probably a day.
These guys, they don't skimp. They make everything to order. Is that right?
Yes.
Nothing is
Which is
pre-made.
crazy. Which is unheard of in the city. That's also why I love this place.
Okay, of course we're having some ayran with it.
Yeah. What you gotta do? You just gotta tear a piece. Also,
okay, just grab some
on.
and of course take some.
Super important is also of course the lemon.
The squeeze of lemon.
Which adds
obligatory
a
squeeze
much
of lemon.
needed hint of acidity
Yeah.
to the whole thing.
All right. Okay.
You squint it. It is so good.
You couldn't even wait for me. That's how much you wanted this.
sorry, man.
That's how much. You can hear how thin this is. That's how thin this is.
Silence, man. Silence says it all. It's just so good.
Wait. My question is, what are they doing differently?
It's really about the quality of the lamb mince. Just more pungent, more flavorful, right? It tastes so much more. So, I love this. It is so good.
So this is like the one place that can actually perhaps even outcompete authentic Turkish places in Istanbul.
It's true. Some of it. Not all their stuff, but the lahmacun, for sure. Oh. Are we gonna get into the Adana soon?
Okay.
I hate to just have this sitting here.
I hate to not finish the lahmacun right this second, but
It'll be there for us.
cheers. I need to. 1 second. That would be just extremely unfair of me to not show everybody what I'm gonna shove in my face right in a few seconds.
Look into that, that teared Adana. There's so much stuff going on, so many herbs and garlic.
Thanks for waiting. Dig in.
Thank you. My God.
Let's
You'd never
do this.
see it.
Never go eat with Andong. I mean,
if you don't like lamb, you shouldn't eat this.
no.
But man, if you
but-
like lamb, man, it is so flavorful. The secret also why this is so good is the fat. Fat content is so important.
Fat
And
is what gives everything the juiciness.
absolutely, especially if you mince something,
Yeah.
when you grill it.
I mean, this is a completely next level meat.
Man, I have juices running all over my hands, but I don't give a shit. This is so good.
I don't even care. Alright, so if you're still watching, I kind of consider you to be part of the inner circle, so there's something, a little secret I'd like to share with you. I actually tried making lahmacun on this channel a few months back, but I decided to scrap the video because it just didn't turn out that great. But if you want me to try again, or maybe you have some advice on how to do it right. Maybe you know the secrets to perfect lahmacun. Please do leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks so much to Per from Berlin Food Stories, and of course all the chefs that made it possible for me to make this video for you guys. So if you're ever in Berlin, please make sure to pay them a visit. They're really inexpensive and their quality is just amazing. You're not gonna regret it. Of course, you can find their location in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit different, and I'll see you in the next one.